Hello, welcome to Monday Inspiration with Immanuel Zever. I am so glad to have every one of you here as always. Yes, we're good to go. Now, as always, the desire of the entire team is to get to a level where you become the better version of yourself, because it's a stone cold fact that for things to get better, you as an individual has to get better. For things to change, you have to change. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another beautiful week. Now, if you are new to this family, if you are new here, all you have to do, if you are watching live from Facebook, you hit the like button on the page and you share this post to other people, okay? If you are streaming live from YouTube, what you have to do is hit the subscribe button and turn on post notification. It's going to be an amazing day, trust me. I'll be sharing a whole lot of information. Our special guest is going to be blowing our mind, an amazing young man, Mr. Golden Boy himself. Now, my mentor, Mike Murdoch, says decisions make men. Decisions make men. And which is true, very true. Every day we wake up to certain decisions. The question is, what decision will you be making this week to make everything different, to change your financial state, your physical state, your mental state? But guess what? Without backing up your decision with an action, okay, nothing happens. Nothing happens. So it's important to note that just for the fact that you made a decision, nothing will change, okay? Nothing. You can decide that today I'm going to take a walk, or today I'm going to hit the gym. You just made a decision, but without you committing to it by taking that action of making the move, going to the gym, okay, and working out, nothing will change. So it's important to note that every decision has to be backed up with an action, and then you get results. If you've always been deciding to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and there's no action backed up to it, nothing's going to work out. Nothing, I assure you. And you know this for sure. A whole lot of people decided that 2020, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and they sit and they fold their arms and they are watching me and I'm watching them, and nothing is happening. And it's crazy. They tend to put the blame on, their village people. And the innocent village people are not really doing anything. Okay, so it's all about you. For things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you as an individual has to get better. Because understand this, every human on earth has 24 hours. Every human on earth has 24 hours. The difference between you and me, the difference between both of us, is what we do with our 24 hours. What do you do with your time? Time is waiting for no man. It is always on the move. What do we do? What do you do with your time? This is what separates those that are wealthy from those that are poor. Okay, this is what separates the middle class from the higher class. What exactly do you do with your time? And time is a very, very valuable asset. A very valuable asset. That's why you have to be careful the people you give your time to. As you begin this week, you have to note that your time is precious. It's all you have. Okay, I can give you, I can invest in whatever idea financially, but investment with time is something that can never be gotten back. The time you are spending with me here every Monday, it's something that you can never get back again. If you're taking notes, your time is very, very precious. Your time will either determine where you'll be in the next 5 years, okay? Either you hitting your goal or your vision, or being unable to achieve whatever you desire. What you do with your time will tell 5 years from now. Where you'll be in the next 5 years, 5 years time, will be affected by what you do with your 24 hours. If you've been sleeping all this time, the whole COVID period, you just, you relaxed and you've literally given up on everything. Time is just moving, but you are not moving. You are static. You cannot grow as an individual at that level. You cannot grow. You need to start understanding that this is the most powerful asset you have. And how do you convert your time to, let me say, something that brings you income? How do you do that? How do you convert your time to something that fetches you income? That's a huge question, a very powerful question. Now, the way you spend your time affects the kind of income you get. And that is why Robert Kiyosaki designed the cash flow quadrant. The cash flow quadrant. Now, Robert Kiyosaki is, I like referring to him as a financial immortal. He's an expert when it comes to money. He's a professional, no doubt. Now, he designed the cash flow quadrant, and there are 4 quadrants. The first is the employee quadrant. He said every human on earth falls into one of these quadrants. The first is the employee quadrant. The second is the self-employed quadrant. The third is the quadrant for the business owner, and the fourth is the quadrant for the investors. Now, he divided this into the left hand and the right hand side of the quadrant. Left axis, right axis. Now, he said people at the left hand side, they exchange time for money, while those at the right hand side, their money works for them, or they use other people's time to make money. Now, let's analyze it down, okay? Because you have to understand that there's a mindset towards this. This is the reason why some of you listening to me are still having this belief that money is the root of all evil. It's because of the position you are in the cash flow quadrant. If you own a job, it's like that's the beginning of everything. Okay, everybody wants to go to school, graduate, get a job, but now we're coming to realize that there are no jobs out there. So it's an excellent place to start, but a terrible place to finish. A very terrible place to finish. Now you have a job, you're exchanging your time for your time for money. You're always round the clock, always on the move, trying to meet your KPI. Because if you don't hit your KPI, you're not paid, you are queried. Before you know it, boom, you lose your job. The idea of you having a job is to have a steady cash flow that you can use and move over, okay, to becoming either a business owner or self-employed. Now, you being self-employed, the difference between you and somebody that has a job is that you are employing yourself. So you're not faced with the whole bossy lifestyle. You are now responsible and accountable for that small business you are running. But the issue is the day you are no longer present, you don't make money. The day you are no longer active at your workplace or your business, you don't make money. So still yet you're struggling, okay? You're still struggling. You can't leave your, let me say, your shop, permit me use that word. You can't leave your shop for somebody else because you're having trust issues. Okay, it's business, yes. We have to be sure who exactly we are handing over our business to. But although it's a very nice place to be, but not a good place to end, okay? Because fast forward, you cannot be active as a business owner forever. You need to create a system that would actually reward you where even though you're no longer there, you're making money. And that moves us to being a business owner. Now, Harvard Business School, if you're listening to me and taking notes, Harvard Business School said for you to be considered as a business owner, you need to have at least over 500 staffs working for you. Very important to note. Now, as a business owner, you have a system that doesn't need your presence. So without you being there, money is being made. You do not have to be active. Example of somebody that is in this quadrant is Dangote. He doesn't have to wake up every morning going to all his refineries to check and balance all those other stuffs. No. He has a system running, so wherever he is, he makes money. Mark Zuckerberg, the billionaires out there, the millionaires out there, they've created a system that doesn't need them to be present, fully involved in the process of production of whatever it may be, okay, to make all the money they desire. My question is this: you listening to me, what system have you created for yourself? Fast forward, you don't really have to be involved in it and you're making money. With this system that you have, you're not able to create a steady cash flow. Steady cash flow, okay? With your steady cash flow, you take out your money, millions obviously, and then you invest. That takes you to the fourth quadrant, which is the investors quadrant. Now note this, investment is a risk. Any investment is a risk. That is why it is advisable that investments are meant for people that have steady cash flow. But you know, we are Nigerians and we are very smart people. I love Nigerians for that. That is why the man with a job that's earning a salary income will take his 50,000 naira and jump the other quadrant down to being an investor. He wants to invest his salary, but he's not having steady cash flow. And fast forward, he loses his money because he doesn't understand the mindset that the investors have. An investor can invest for over 5 years, for over 10 years. He's not checking his investment. But somebody that has a salary, he invests, and the next day he's trying to look if the income has actually moved up a little bit. That is not how investment works, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it's something you do long term. And if you don't have that steady cash flow, do not dive into it. That is why most people with their salary, when they try to do this and invest, they lose the money, and they can't handle it. They can't handle the fact that they just lost. Somebody that is earning 100,000 lost 10 million. It's bigger than him. His mind cannot comprehend it. The next option is for that person to go and commit suicide or do something crazy. You get, but it all depends on your mind, the level you're at. How do you expose yourself to understanding this other quadrant? How do you position yourself? Okay, because it takes time to build a system. Dangote did not just wake up and we know him all of a sudden. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg did not just do that. No, it takes time. Do you have that time? Do you have that patience to build a system that once that system is built, it will reward not just you, your generations unborn? Do you have the patience? Do you have the commitment? Do you have the dedication? Are you willing to put in the hard work? Because it is not easy. And I want you to understand this if you are taking note. If you do what is easy in life, life will be hard. If you do what is hard, life will be easy. I'll come again. If you do what is easy, life will be hard. If you do what is hard, life will be easy. It all depends on you. It all depends on you listening to me. Which would you choose? Which would you choose? Now I know a lot of you are curious and you're asking, okay, so Mr. Emmanuel, how do I move from like the left hand side of the quadrant to the right hand side of the quadrant? How do I move from being an employee, self-employed, to starting up my own system, being a business owner? Fine, I can do a masterclass on that, but guess what? We won't do that today. We won't do that today. No, we won't do that today. For those that are interested and want to have full knowledge on how exactly you can become a business owner and start creating a system for yourself that fast forward few years from now will be rewarding. And I want you to understand this before you even comment I am interested in the comment section. It's going to take time. Okay, it's not going to come on a platter of gold, but I want you to know that it's going to be worth it. Remember this: everybody can be successful, but not everybody will be successful. Everybody can be successful, but not everybody will be successful, because not everybody is willing to pay the price for success. Not every one of you listening to me are willing to pay the price for success. Okay, so we'll have it wrapped there. If you are interested in knowing more, go to the comment section either on Facebook or YouTube and drop your comments. I am interested, and we'll have a way to hook up and have a master class where we discuss this one-on-one. This information is not meant for the general public. This is advanced stuff. Not every individual can handle what I'll be sharing with you. Okay, now that aside, today promises to be amazing. Our guest speaker is by the corner. He has been on the comment section, doing his thing. Golden boy, I see you. Now I'll be bringing him on board. Mr. Martins Adokuru. He happens to be one of Abuja's finest artists, a young man a Barack boy who is doing exceedingly well for himself. Ladies and gentlemen, with lots of love, permit me welcome Mr. Tins Adekuru. Can you hear me?
Good day. Yeah, I can.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Glad to have you here.
Yes, sir.
I hope the visual and the sound are on point at your end.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, excellent, excellent. How was your weekend? Let's begin there.
Party after party. Man, I party again.
Okay,
We just party.
okay, I can't hear you clearly.
It's just party, so just all party, all about party.
Oh, your weekend, you just partied all through.
And just for this weekend, it's not like that every weekend.
Okay, I understand you're an artist, so it's part of the business. Now, tell us about yourself. Who is Mr. Martin Sadekuru?
And I'm just an easygoing guy. Just, I'm an entrepreneur and I'm an artist. Someone that just wants to be comfortable in life. That's who I am.
Okay,
So everything I do is easy. Yeah.
okay, okay, beautiful. Now, tell us about your stay in the barrack and how it affected you and shaped you to the person you are currently.
Um, Let me see. Man, I can't really say, but okay, the barracks. But all those discipline I got it from church is not actually the barracks itself. Barracks is rough, guy. It's rough. It's the church that gave me all my disciplines. Like, although it was in the barracks, but yeah, most of the things I learned was from the church.
Okay, so the barracks did not affect the person you are.
Not.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Now, tell us, how did you get started with music?
Almost my dad now. My dad.
Your dad?
I think yes now.
Your dad is a musician.
My dad loves music now. He loves music now. So
Okay.
me too, I was catching the vibe from a young age. Because normally every weekend at home, my first man would like you must play songs now. You must actually jay like jay like we must vibe now every weekend. And he
Okay.
will like yeah, and if we do well, yeah, give us money, stuff like that. So if we dance well, all those stuff. So all this kind of thing. So me I never imagined myself say I would do music. Remember there was one time I came to church that time. So I played one this I recorded. Remember? I played there was one this thing I recorded with one of my that time when we advanced from that Nokia black and white to now enter China. So I was just recording it and I was saying look at this what I did on this piece credit. Say you guys it's good though. But I just took it as play. I never thought that I'll be an artist. But I realized that when I go to school, when I come back home for holidays and I come back home for holidays, some songs that I was listening to and I go back to school like mainly rap self I be like it's only me that can sing this thing. People be like guys since you can rap like this how far now you should start rapping now. Since you can rap other people sing like I said okay but I don't really take it serious. There
Yeah.
was a day that said freestyle. I don't know how many is like freestyle. But I don't still take it as I want to do music. I finished school, I still saw music coming, I was running for music. They even told me to come and join the band in school, but I not join.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I was thinking it's not my thing. But that's not. The thing came back to me again, so that was how it happened. Not like I actually had a plan that yes, I want to do music like that. But the music just love me and I just love the music. I just always coming back. Anytime I try to break up each time.
Okay. Good. So like your family, the entire family is in support of you being a musician.
Yeah, now there was an event yesterday in the house now, a family event. I said I told you, there was a family event yesterday. So my uncles and the rest. So when they were playing that song, my cousins were like, it is Martin's song. So show me understand this song. Then my uncle was like, is that so? What do you mean they will be playing? It's not yet. Go and call. You got to look for him. That's how I made my money yesterday.
Okay. Okay. That's
That's how I
good.
made
Now,
it.
using
Yeah.
one word, what to describe yourself? What word would that be?
You said?
Use one word to describe yourself.
I don't like problem. I'm simple.
Okay, you're simple.
I don't like problem.
You don't like what?
problem.
Problem.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't like
We actually know
problem.
those are like multiple words. Just give me one word that describes Mr. Martins.
Yeah, I stay away from trouble.
Gee.
I stay away because
Um,
there's not like having peace of mind, though, guy. So I stay away from trouble.
true.
So
Okay.
my peace of mind matters.
Okay. Now, a whole lot of your fans refer to you as Golden Boy International. Can you throw more light on that? We are curious.
Oh, it's not like I'm taking this serious. The name is not a serious thing. It's just a popular name. Okay, it was so guy. How can I say this? There was this. Okay, there was this. Somebody came to visit me right here. So the person was supposed to go now. Let's say I spent 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. My friend now came and was like, "Mama no one go. Mama don't see go divorce." From there, oh, that's why you see, like Golden Boy, everything. If I call my cousin Golden Boy, call his friend Golden Boy, all of us call ourselves Golden Boy. Three of us were. Although the guy bought a car last week, I was like Golden Boy, everything. Anyhow, three of us were Golden Boy together. My other cousin, my all Golden Boys. Anybody can be Golden Boy.
Okay. Okay. So now recently you released. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, recently you released a single called "I Know."
No? Yes.
Okay. What really inspired you to write the song, record the song?
When I was writing it, I don't even know what I wanted. I had the beat since a long time ago.
Okay.
Just to start it, I don't know what will really happen. I don't even know how to start it. I was like, maybe this beat is starting like this. I tried many things from starting, but it's just that I know that's what I actually went to. I say, I know. What do I know? Okay, I know what you want. So I know what you want. But I don't really know that it's God that knows all. That I was like, okay, if I know, I will know to an extent now. There's God that knows what you really want. Okay. You want a man that will do everything, but man is not a dog now. It's only dog that will do everything you want. So that kind of thing. But really, to be honest, it's not everything that a lady will want a man to do that he will do. You understand?
Yeah.
You have to have brain to an extent now. You're not a dumb.
Okay.
That's what we it.
That's good. It's an amazing jam. Everybody should go online and just search Clean Martins. I know. You can
On
easily access it on
Spotify,
your
Apple Music,
yeah, Apple
it's
Music.
on
It's
all
everywhere now.
platforms. It's everywhere.
Yeah,
But
that's
my music is for free. You cannot download it from my Nigeria installment because I'm trying to make money from my song. So it's not
okay.
on all those
Not free.
Nigeria. You can't make money if your song is on Nigeria.com. I get paid now for streaming. If they stream my songs, I get paid. So
Definitely.
if being Nigeria loaded and people now start using Bluetooth to send my songs everywhere,
Yeah,
money will not come out now.
definitely.
And you know, if when I get another contract now, I might like want to release it again for it to go further. People will be like, oh no, I don't hear this song before now. You don't cast. You
Yeah.
understand?
But the whole idea is for you to get attention.
You said?
I said the whole idea of startup. Let me use that
Mm,
word is for you to be able to create attention. Don't you think so?
I know now. You should pay attention.
And you
That's
know
why
the masses
promotional.
in Nigeria, the
Yeah.
masses will not pay for a song or an artist that is
You're
just
not paying for it. You are listening to it as per that is. If you want to pay for my, if you want to buy it, that is you really love me, then
yeah,
you go to Amazon or iTunes to buy it.
yeah.
But if you just want to, yes, your
Yeah,
normal,
stream live and all that.
just stream it, Apple Music, Spotify.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's SoundCloud now pays something like that. The Audiomack is still free, but you can still monetize it. So don't like that.
Okay.
So the only free place that is there that I'm not getting any gain from is Audiomack. And that is where it even has the most stream. I think I have almost like 3K. I've not really promoted that song, but I have almost like 3K plays on that list.
Okay, that's good. Now, for you, being somebody that has been in the industry, what do you feel are the challenges faced with the Nigerian music industry?
Man, the challenge is, let me just see, it's connection. Connection everybody is looking for now. And promotion. And let me just say it's money that is the main thing. Because the more the person that has money can push himself further now. The more you have the money, like the higher your money, the higher your chance of getting there or connection.
Yeah.
If it's not your money, your connection. So I'm still working on that gradually.
Okay. Okay. Now, to you, how do you define good music? What are like a few songs that this song is fun?
Basically, I relatable now. I can relate. Relatable song.
Relatable
Not
song.
the one that you are still hustling. You are still hustling. You are saying diamonds on my chains, bling on my hand. But you myself, you can afford that in like 5 years. I tell you, are saying you have two, you have three bitches. You are still dying for angel. How are you lying now, bro?
Yeah.
It's not relatable. Not everybody that even though you have the diamonds, everybody can sit there, can still relate with it. But if you have it, yes, and we know that yes, you have it. You're talking about what you have, so it's relatable. So you cannot just come. You don't even make like telling us you diamonds, bling blings, you do this, you do that. Only you 5 years. No, it's a lie, Jerry.
Oh my god. Okay, good. Now, what are the misconceptions people get about artists?
They think artists are humanizers, and
And are you saying that's not true?
it's not true now.
Okay, okay. Are you in a relationship?
No, not all.
Okay, not
Yes,
all.
not all now. You cannot just judge one person. It's not all the pastors that are holy. Not all the pastors that are holy. So you cannot just see things from that point of view. When they say party, people think of people dancing. So that's why you do see. Although me, I don't know, I don't know what will happen. But left to me, if I want to just make a video, no need this, because I'm still trying to pass the message. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm still to contest for presidency. You understand? Soon.
Okay. Now, if you could have a future with any international artist, who would it be, and why that person?
Hmm. International artist. Let me see. It's Drake. It's Drake.
I can't hear you.
Drake.
Drake. Okay, why Drake?
The guy has one fan now. The guy is still relevant.
Okay,
He
he's
has fun. Although the Drake I used to like is no longer the Drake that I'm seeing. The Drake that I used to rap, the Drake that I like. But anyhow, everything is still working for him. But had it been XSS Tentation was alive, it was him I would have featured.
okay.
Because the guy has a good influence. They killed him now. So he had a great influence.
Okay.
Or Juice WRLD, one of them.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, what makes your sound different from every other artist?
I say it's different. So let me just say, I can make different type of music. I'm not just based on one genre. Make I make Afrobeat and I make Afro trap.
Okay.
Yeah. And I trap. I see rap again. So I just do everything. I do rap and I do Afro alternative. Or it's mainly Afro trap and Afrobeat. Afro trap. I can't go pure trap. So that the Nigerians can relate.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Now, to other artists out there, maybe those that really want to get into music, what would you give you advice to?
That want to do it.
They want to get into music.
If you just start from like me, me. When I realized that yes, I know how to do this thing, it was like 2016. But I not even put out anything. I was still working on more, making sure that yes, I'm kind of perfect before I start dropping anything. On that 2016, as I started working on it, although music was with me since, but I started putting in work 2016. Then I now released my first this thing, my first track, 2018. As I told, so I just have to make sure I can't just come out with one. People are good, really good. So I cannot come out with one try and error and say you should stream it. It does not make sense. I have to make sure that yes, I get perfect.
True.
Yeah. Although people still love that jam, that was the jam that gave me inspiration. That first jam, that jag.
Yeah.
Because that was the first time I don't know anybody there when we performed it in school. I was in degree that time. They're shouting. I was like, mad though. It's just my first track. What will happen when I do the work?
Yeah.
That one gave me inspiration. I was like, okay, so it's your calling now, continue.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Now, what should we be expecting? Okay.
And for the this thing again, so when they put in work, you do some freestyles. How you do that? You do freestyles and post. You do some covers and post and tag. That's how you do it. You keep on improving yourself with freestyles and
Okay.
covers.
Okay.
Then when you do that, yes, you are right for studio.
Okay. Now, most of
So
them usually have an issue with working on their social media, like getting people to follow them, getting engagement. How exactly were you able to build a massive follow up and maintain their attention?
when my most of my followers that time were still doing okay, follow for follow this that. My what they call it, my secondary school friends there, they will follow and stuff. My account. I opened that account since like 2016, but you can even still open it now and still get more followers depending so far you know what you want to do and use the right hashtags and the rest. That's how you go. When you use the right hashtags and you make sure you're posting of quality pictures, or let me say quality, how would I put it? Let me just say quality pictures. What you post to have quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you go according to the this thing rules of those social media. Like now on Instagram, if you make a video, if you don't know, if you make a video that has lyrics or subtitles on it, they won't promote it for you. They are safe on Facebook because once you post it, they see it and they engage. The more they engage, Instagram is pushing it to more people to see. That's like
Yeah.
and Twitter and the rest.
Okay. That's
Yeah. And be humble, they'll follow you too.
huh? What?
Be humble so they'll follow you too.
No, that's actually very good. You have to humble yourself. You'll be expected. That's good. Now, what should we be expecting from you before the year is out?
Um I just think only one track you just expect from me. I just expect one track. Because I'm working on the ones I want to do next year. From now.
Can we have an insight on how the track is going to sound like, or the title, or what to expect?
I call it Recon Life.
Freedom Life,
Recon Life.
Recon Life. Okay.
Yes, Recon Life. Like this. Just like changing up my past. See, I just like change my switch up my life and stuff like that. And leave people that I don't want to focus and stuff like that. So that's how it was now.
Okay. Okay.
That is one pass for you.
Okay. Nice. Nice. We can't wait to hear that. Okay. Now, there's a saying that behind every successful man there is a woman. Okay, by the side. Here's the big question:
No,
Is there any woman beside you?
no.
Now, I'm not talking about at the moment. If there's somebody seated beside you.
Nobody. The only woman I know is my mother.
Oh wow, wow, wow. Okay, why? Why is that? Why is that so?
My mom inspires me now. All these girls these days, they don't have time. They just be dropping money. When you give them money, they inspire you. So that is fake love. It's like you're buying love. So I can't buy no love.
It's like
So
you're
these days,
subscribing.
I've been seeing people, but I don't know if they really like me. I have this paranoia, something kind of thing. I don't really trust people like that. So,
Okay.
yeah. See, that's how I am. I hardly trust people. So it's not anything. I think somebody did anything, and I'll be like, okay, it's not. Well, I never saw the person like I don't expect it from him because we're all humans. Anybody can do anything at the time.
True, true.
So that's the reason why I limited my friends. I don't have most friends. So
Okay, okay. I hear you. Now, how can we get in touch with you?
how can
How can we get in touch with you? Social media, for futures, for
yes,
collaboration.
yeah, Slim Martins, your Slim Martins, Slim Martins on Twitter, Slim Martins on Instagram.
Okay,
Yeah, TikTok. That is when I have time. I Google the TikTok and see Slim Martins there. Just Slim Martins.
okay.
Then the S L I M, the Martins. ends with Z, not S.
Okay, so how about you spell everything out? Spell everything out.
SLINLARTINZ.
Okay, fantastic. So thank you so very much for your time, Mr. Slim.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. Yeah, we're done. Is there something you'd like to share with us?
No, 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 no.
Oh, okay, okay. How about I give you the opportunity to sing for us before we wrap up?
You said, you said,
How about I give you the
okay, okay, that song that I'm about to drop now, let me just give you one verse from it.
okay, fantastic.
Fantabulous.
Yeah, fantabulous.
Like, like, your life is like a window shopping. You got nothing but you out there claiming that you popping. Internet gangster, you fake it till you make it a slogan. I've got a bride, she tells no lies, but full of pride. Yeah, yeah, spread your wings, you gon' fly a glad. Everybody goes big on, so I let mistakes slide a slide. You cheated on your past, I'm proud of the woman that you become. You should stood outside waiting for the day that I'll be coming. Yeah. Different kids, same air fresh now. I'm the freshest on the campus, I'm too cool for school. I should take luck around, please don't let me now lose my cool. I could be lawyer nigga, don't take me for a fool. I keep it like Fela Kuti. But I know it's just my duty. Take it as heavy duty. Well, it's just a matter of time. And when my time comes, you know I'm a pop, 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 pop. I don't change my life, and they just want me. I don't speak
Golden
about
boy.
it.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Okay, fine. We can't wait. Yeah, what you just is like you literally put an anthem on us, so we can't wait. For anybody listening, please follow Mr. Martin on social media. Team Martin, okay, and
Yes, so
all his songs. I'll be sure to drop the link in the link post so that you can access it and stream or download. Now, thank you so very much for your time, Mr. Martins.
yes,
I wish.
Soldier Boy,
What's that?
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. Yeah. Okay. One inspiration. So the wish of the team and myself is that we get to showcase individuals as yourself that are doing excellently well for themselves for for things to get better as an individual, for things to change, we have to change. And change begins with you, it begins with me. And I can't do it
Yes,
alone, you can't do it alone. We have to do it together as a body.
yes, collectively.
So just keep doing what you are doing. We are right behind you. If you need support from the team, you have to work with, okay? Thank you very much for your
Yes,
time. Now, if you are listening to us, do well to hit the like button on the page as well as turn on post notification. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button as well as don't forget to share this to somebody as well as turn on post notification. You see how he's glowing. That's that golden boy for you. So thank you so much, Martins. I'll see you on the other side
yes, sir.
for your time.
I know, I know, I know, I know what you really want. Yeah, 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 yeah. Only God knows, no one knows, but God knows, no one knows what you really like.